guys, Ben here from Corner Flag Games, and welcome back to episode number 16 of the Western United Mini Road to Glory career mode. So it has been a while since I've done anything in this series, but with the bit of time off that I have, I figured I'd go back into some recording and get some content out there for you guys that have been longing for this series to return. So as you can see on screen, we do have a game on March 13th against Brisbane at home in the A-League. But we'll jump across now into the calendar and see what games we have on offer for this episode. And we are going to have a massive bumper episode for today. So we're going to go through until the end of the regular A-League season and play the Asian Champions League game. So the first game will be a simulator game against Brisbane at home in the league. We'll then play against Western Sydney Wanderers on the Tuesday away in the A-League. The following Saturday, we will have a game at home against Sydney FC in the A-League. Take a week's break, and then on the Tuesday, we will move to get towards the end of the group stages of the Asian Champions League with a game against Al Ahly. Moving into the month of April with a couple of games left over. On the Friday, we'll play against Perth Glory away. Moving into the following week, it's the Tuesday against the Newcastle Jets on the 6th of April. And to round out the end of this episode, we'll have a play game here in the final game of the group stages of the Asian Champions League against the Guangzhou R&F. So guys, what I'm going to do is get the squad all picked out for this first game against Brisbane, and I will be back momentarily. Okay, ladies and gents, so we'll move now into this simulated game against the Brisbane Roar at home on Saturday, March the 13th. We will be running the backup brigade in this fixture. So we'll simulate straight on through this one and see how we get on. And for us, it is a comfortable 3-0 win. 2 goals to Daniel Arzani and 1 to Zua. Okay, so moving now into our second game. We are away on Tuesday, March the 16th against the Western Sydney Wanderers. Again, another simulated game. We'll be running out the first team for this fixture. Just trying to smash through all these A-League games in the process. And it is a 1-0 win with a slight injury to Aziz Bayic. Well, it's only a slight injury there to Aziz Bayic. He's out for the next 7 days with a pulled hip flexor. Okay, guys, moving now into today's third simulated game. This one comes on Saturday, March the 20th, at home against Sydney FC. We're running out the backup brigade in this fixture as well, as you can see there on the left-hand side. They've had some rather decent results recently. We get away with it. We clean sweep it with a 1-0 win. But they do get an injury and a red card in the process. Goal for us coming to Zua. Okay, guys, so we'll now move into the first played game of the episode. This one comes on Tuesday, March the 30th, 2021. We are at home against Al Ahly in the Asian Champions League group stages. So, guys, without further ado, let's get into this game. Alrighty, guys, so here we are at the Wyndham Stadium at home as the boys of Western United will play host to Al Ahly of Saudi Arabia. Okay, guys, so on screen right now are the lineups for both sides. So for Western United will be Kurto in goal, the back four of Risdon, Deng, Martins, and Bayic. 2 holding midfielders in Ashima and Chapman. 2 higher midfielders in Xavier and De Silva. And striker partnership will be Lopez and Junior. As for Al Ahly, it will be Al Awasi in goal, a back four of Al Mulawad, Al Fatih, Haswari, and Lima. 4 in the midfield in Al Makwari, Al Haj, Saric, and Ben Line. And it will be 2 up front in Dejani and Asiri will be the boys of Western United to kick things off in this fixture. It's been a while since we've played with these lads. Now, DK's sliders are still in effect for this. We are playing on Legendary with his sliders. So, guys, let's get into this game. Let's get a few goals. On and out for Al Ahly. Nearly 10 minutes played so far. Haven't had a lot of possession as they look to go back out wide. Sadic into Al Malakwad. The Johnny gets the header. And there it is, ladies and gents, in the back of the net. It's taken us 11 minutes, but we have conceded our first goal. Here it is on the replay. They get the ball back out wide. Cakes an unlucky deflection off us. Kurto does stop the initial shot. Dejani is there to put in the rebound, which goes straight back to him with a classy header in past Philip Kurto. That goal does come to Dejani in the 12th minute, and it is 4 now for him in the Asian Champions League. And we will kick things off. It's taken us 12 minutes to concede. You can tell that we really haven't played with these lads in a long while. But we'll look to push on forward, grab a goal, see how the lads will do. It's to dance around his man at the edge of the box here. Can we play a ball through now to Danny Da Silva? Tries to get the shot off, but it does come out through Chapman. Ashima straight through to Marcos Jr., who takes a strike on the turn. And that one is just over the bar. Sadic playing Route 1 football. They look to lock one in over the back line, but young Risdon is there. Ben Lai looks to come forward, gets the cross off. Thiago Martins with the header. Dejani again with a secondary header. What is going on with this defense? Here it is on the replay. A bit of shuffle work there. They get the cross in. We do get the initial header, but it just goes straight looping up into the air, and two defenders cannot keep Dejani off the ball, as it's an easy header for him, straight over Philip Courteau. And that goal does come to Dejani. 23 minutes in. That's 5 for him now in the Asian Champions League. And we will kick things off, conceding 2 goals in under half an hour. We just cannot stem the flow. As Risdon looks to get forward, he's going to pump one down the line here for Gabby Xavier. Just going to walk this one straight in. Top of the box. Who have we got there? It is Marcos Jr. His touch is a little bit heavy. Looks to go back for Chapman. Chapman gets absolutely dispossessed by Saric. Looking to play it all the way forward. Anderson looking to go wide to find Gabby Xavier. Anderson will take the touch on that. Got a man running through here. Marcos Jr. Can we flick that one through? No, it hits a mess of bodies on the way through. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We will roll into the sheds at half-time with an absolutely disgusting first half display. Not one that we were looking for in front of our home fans here. As we roll into the sheds at half-time, it is Western United 0, Al Ahly 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, on screen right now are the match facts before the first half. So, if you guys want to have a look at these in a little bit more depth, pause the video and resume when you are ready to go. So, for all those that are still here, let's get in with this second half. It will be Al Ahly to kick things off for the start of this second half. So we've got a bit of work to do. It's an uphill battle for us. We are top of the group stages at the moment, but Al Ahly can sneak in if they do win their last 2 games. Saric does try to get in the way. Gabby Xavier looks to go central. Chapman onto Anderson. Back into Marcos Jr. Can Anderson get that ball in? He does. He gets the strike off, but it is wide. Risdon looking to go Route 1 football. Marcos Jr. Can he find Anderson? Can he ball roll his man? He gets round him, takes the touch, and there it is, ladies and gents. The comeback has started 61 and a half minutes in. It is the man, our striker, Anderson Lopez, who digs that one in. Here it is on the replay. Great football all the way through. Does his man, sends the defender the opposite way. We did have the option there to go to Marcos Jr., but Anderson Lopez will take that one in his own stride as he absolutely nonces the keeper. And that one smacks the back of the net. The goal does come to Anderson Lopez in the 62nd minute. And that is 4 for him now in the Asian Champions League. And it will be Al Ahly after the hour mark to kick things off in this second half. Ladies and gentlemen, the comeback is on. The boys of Western United are going to go down absolutely swinging in this fixture. I'll take a draw in the end. Ashima looks to go back to him. Chapman plays the ball through to Anderson Lopez. Dances round his man. Can he get the shot off? He does! And it is 2 in 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. The comeback is here. We've drawn level in this crucial fixture. Here it is on the replay. Anderson Lopez drops the shoulder, gets past the defender before they can come across and close him down. Manages to get the shot off on his right foot, and he's just put his laces through it. The keeper stood rooted to the spot, and he's hit the back of the net. The goal does come to Anderson Lopez in the 72nd minute. 5 for him now in the Asian Champions League. What a match this has become. A game of 2 halves in every sense of the word. Al Ahly destroying us in the first, and now in the second half, we have come back to absolutely nonce them. Risdon will get in the way of that one and steamroll forward. Can we flick this one in over the top? Takes a touch off Lima, but it will fall to Danny Da Silva. He's just going to thump on down the line. Fake shot and turn. Get round his man. Can we get a decent cross in at the back stick? We do! It's Berisha! But he puts the header well wide. We get the header out sort of towards the edge of the 18-yard box as we do move now into injury time. They're going to hold this possession and probably not give us a look in, but it will come out in the end. Sigurdsson plays that through to Ashima. Ashima loses out the possession. It's Asiri takes the strike, and Philip Kurto will try and kick that one out. But before he gets the chance to, the referee does call time on our 90 minutes against Al Ahly, and what an absolute fight back it was to draw level at the end of this fixture, as both sides will walk away with a point. And at the end, at 90 minutes, it is Western United 2, Al Ahly 2. Okay, lads, so on screen right now are the match facts after our 90 minutes against Al Ahly in the Asian Champions League. So if you guys want to look at these in a little bit more depth, just pause the video and resume when you guys have finished looking at them. Okay, guys, so moving now back into the A-League and domestic competitions. We are away on Friday, April the 2nd against the Perth Glory. So we will be simulating this match. It will be the backup brigade that will run this fixture out. So after the simulation, it is a 2-0 win for us. And both goals coming to Daniel Arzani. Okay, guys, so moving to the final game of the regular season of the A-League. We're at home on Tuesday, April the 6th against the Newcastle Jets. So what is going to happen is I'm actually going to play this game being the final game of the season. And the reason for that is that we've absolutely smashed the group stages of the Asian Champions League. So we're going to run the backup brigade for the final game of that and simulate it, because we can't be knocked off the top spot. That and the Jets being the team I support, I'd much rather put that one on screen for everybody to see. So the squad has been picked. We'll be running out the first team. So guys, without further ado, let's get into this game. Alrighty guys, so here we are back at the Wyndham Stadium for the final game of the regular season. And it will be Western United facing off against the Newcastle Jets. Okay guys, so on screen right now is how the teams will line up. So for us, it will be our standard first team with Kurto and goal, back four of Risden, Deng Martins and Bajic, two holding midfielders in Ashima and Chapman. Xavier and De Silva in the high midfield with Lopez and Jr. up front as the strikers. As for the Newcastle Jets, it will be their standard 4-2-3-1 formation with Glenn Moss in goal, back four of Hoffman, Ortiz, Bogard and Matty Miller. Two holding midfielders in Matthew Redenton and Angus Thurgate. Three in the higher midfield with Dimi Petranos on the right, Cortizo on the left, Wes Houlihan through the guts, and Abdiel Arroyo up front as their striker. It will be the boys of Western Melbourne, Western United, to get things underway in today's game. Let's hope that the first half isn't a complete shit show like it was against Al Ahly in today's first played game, but we'll look to move on against the Newcastle Jets. Score a couple of goals and finish off the regular season relatively strong. Chapman on the ball now into Marcos Jr. Takes the strike himself. Ooh, and that is so very nearly in the back of the net. On the replay, here it is. Spinning ball. Mossy gets down. And it will be Wes Houlihan to take the corner. 26 minutes in for the Jets. And De Silva will clear that one straight out. Is Gabby Xavier onside. He is inside now to Marcos Jr. He's got nothing coming through the guts. He manages to slip it into Anderson. Lopez back to Ashima. We'll go all the way across to Connor Chapman, who takes the strike. It may have taken a deflection, but in the end it is wide. And look to redistribute that out. Gabby Xavier wins the ball. Tiago Martins coming back to defensive positions. We'll get there. Ashima towards the end of the first half. Now it is Anderson who's going to run it wide, take the strike. It's not going to happen. He gets a second swipe at it. And he gets it in past Nigel Bogard and under Noah James. And the Jets were caught napping. Here it is on the replay. Anderson looks to drag wide and get a shot off. Nigel Bogard does get in the way, but a lucky deflection for us to cling back onto. We'll see him swipe his other leg at it, and it rolls past both Bogard and Noah James in goal. The goal does come to Anderson Lopez in the 45th minute. That's 9 for him now in the A-League this season. And it will be Abdiel Arroyo. And the Jets to kick off for the 10 seconds of this first half. And that will do us. As they go to pass it back, we will roll into the sheds at half-time, the better of the sides. And we have been the bigger attacking threat in this game. And as we roll in for the Gatorade at half-time, it is Western United 1, Newcastle Jets 0. So ladies and gents, on screen right now are the match facts for this game so far. If you guys want to have a look at these in a little bit more depth, just pause the video. For all those that are still here, let's get on in with this second half. And it will be the Jets to kick things off here at Wyndham Stadium for the second half. And as they do that, they turn possession straight over to us for a throw-in. Straight through to Arroyo. They've managed to find Wes Houlihan inside the box. Looks to lay one back for Jordi Ortiz. Curto gets up, puts a hand on it, and puts that one over the bar. The Jets will get a corner. On an hour for the Newcastle Jets. Petrados will take it. 54 minutes in, comes to De Silva. Matty Miller gets away with it. Oh, and he manages to get the strike off, but puts it only into the side netting. Here it is on the replay. That wasn't far off. Playing out through the back now. Deng will give that one across to Iago Martins, who's just going to bust on down the line. Can we find a player on side here? It is Aziz Bayic looking to cut one back, and he does for Gabby Xavier. Takes one on the turn. Tries to catch Noah James off guard. The young Jets keeper will claim that. Will win that header. Tries to get put away to it. Not happening. Divi Petrados. The ball is stolen by Danny De Silva. We get another one in. Oh, it's Maxi Burgess, and he puts it wide. Look to spring a ball forward. Very late on. Ashima is one-on-one now with Gus Thurgate. We go wide. Aziz Bayic get the cross in. It's a looper. James comes out for it. Redenton manages to get a foot on that, but that will do us, ladies and gents, for the final game of the regular A-League season against the Jets. We do take them down 1-0. It's only a narrow win, but we'll take it in the end. A decent way to finish off the season. And at the end of 90 minutes, it does finish up. The boys of Western United 1, Newcastle Jets 0. Okay, ladies and gents, so here are the match facts after around 90 minutes against the Newcastle Jets. If you guys want to have a look at these stats in a little bit more depth, just pause the video. For all those that are still here, we'll move now in to the next game. Okay, guys, so moving into today's final game of the episode, we are away to Guangzhou R&F in China for the Asian Champions League final group stage game. So we will be running out the backup brigade in this simulated fixture. So we'll just simulate through this, see how we get on. And for us, it's a convincing 4-1 win. Zul with the goal, Kone with a brace, and Ivan Vojica will get the final one. Okay, guys, so that will do us for all the games for this episode. But before we do round out the episode, we'll have a look at how the final series of the Hyundai A-League is shaping up. So we did manage to get through the regular part of the season completely undefeated. We've gone and done an invincible season. So we'll finish up on top spot, 26 wins, 4 draws, no losses, 61 goals scored for, 12 against, with a goal difference of 49, 82 points. Second place did end up going to Melbourne Victory on 68 points to round out the rest of the 6. It will be Melbourne City, so all 3 Melbourne sides in the top 3 spots. Melbourne City will finish up in 3rd on 65 points. Adelaide United in 4th with 50 points. Sydney FC, 42 points for 5th. And the Knicks managed to scrape in the top 6 by a couple of points, finishing up on 39. 7th was Brisbane Roar on 35. 8th is Perth Glory in 29 points. 9th was the Western Sydney Wanderers on 22 points. The Jets finish 2nd from bottom in 10th place, 17 points. And of course, the wooden spoon does go to the Jippos, the Central Coast Mariners, finishing up on 12 points. Moving into the elimination finals. So a 3rd will play 6th. And 4th will play 5th. So for that one, Melbourne City, who's sitting in 3rd place, did lose out to 6th place Wellington Phoenix by 2 goals. And Adelaide United do get a 2-0 win over Sydney FC, moving into the semi-finals. And we have been drawn against the Wellington Phoenix in the semi-finals. So we will be playing them next. Melbourne Victory do get the draw against Adelaide United. Moving across now to the Asian Champions League and see how we did. We went undefeated in that as well. So, of the 6 games, it will be us and Al Ali that do manage to go through to the quarter-final stages. And we'll have a look at the draw of that now. And here is the quarter-final. So, Jembok Hyundai will play Shanghai SIPG. Al Nassr will play 2nd place Al Ali from our group. Samsung Suwon Blue Wings will play Guangzhou Evergrande. And we have been drawn against the Saudi Arabian powerhouse, that is Al Hilal, in a quarterfinal duel. So guys, that's going to wrap things up for this episode. So I just want to finish off by saying thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it and leave your comments and feedback down below. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button if you have not already, and tick the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. For all those that aren't aware, please jump on and join in all the fun and in all the banter on the official Corner Flag Games Discord channel. Links will be on screen and in the description below. For all those that aren't aware, we are doing live stream series now on both YouTube and Twitch. So make sure that you are following on my Twitch and subscribe to the YouTube channel with the notification bell tick to get notified for when I start streaming on both those platforms. Links to my Twitch will be on screen and in the description below. And I'll be back with the next episode of the Western United Mini Road to Glory Career Mode very, very soon.